All right, and we are doing session 2. Welcome back, you guys. So let's see. I'm just gonna do a quick previously on to catch you guys back up. Okay, so last week we started with everyone receiving letters from various folks offering well wishes on your upcoming journey. You then all met Grove, a master charter from the Guild of Cartography, also known as the Charters Guild. Um, You met him in front of said guild, where he introduced you to Molly, and then we'll see her slightly unsettling perpetual smile as she says hello to you guys. Uh, he then explained your assignment, which involved escorting Molly, who is an apprentice charter, basically so she can map the location to a few different ingredients used to create medicine by the League of Severed Tongues, which is the city of Antara's apothecary slash hospital guild. Um, there are three ingredients that you're looking for, and you all decided on first locating the goblin berries, which is not a euphemism. Um, During your travels, Molly explained that the goblin berries are made by a nearby tribe of goblins, and that prior to the war um, that recently ended, the League used to have a trade agreement with those goblins. Um, and so you're looking to reestablish that agreement. Before you guys made it there, um, to where Molly thought the goblins would be, you guys were attacked by a razor boar. But you guys, after getting knocked around a little bit, felled the beast with Betty's dog Bleu landing the final blow. Um, and then you guys continued your journey until the goblin tribe found you. Folly acted quickly and used their limited knowledge of the goblin language to stall the goblin bandits, and then Betty offered them the tusks she had taken from the razor boar as a sign of peace. Once the goblins were no longer aggressive, Molly annoyingly stepped forward and began talking with the goblin leader named Rubu. Um, and then it was after that conversation that Grubu asked you guys to clear out the ghouls from their little goblin hamlet. And then after telling Molly that there would be an increase of pay for doing extra work, you all agreed to the Grubu's request. Um, and you guys also got some extra information about the village that the ghouls are inhabiting. And we ended with the party getting ready to go into the hamlet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think after doing XP at the end of the session, we wanted to. I think everyone leveled up. So I think we wanted to do the level up move. Normally it's when you do downtime, but since it was kind of like at the end of the session and there was some time for you to like prepare, I think it's a good enough trigger. Um, so I think we wanted to go review everyone's move that they get for their level up real quick to see what new goodies everyone has. I don't know if everyone's ready. If anyone wants
I'll
to
go
go.
first because I'm excited.
Cool.
Fantastic.
I took the skill well trained, which lets me pick another area of expertise for Blue. So I took Scout, which means that Blue can now help us when we're, scouting through the underbrush, which I imagine will be helpful. I think Blue used to be good at it, but we've been out of practice for a little while. And then I improved my strength score to 13, so now it's a +1 instead of a +0. Since it's been a while since I worked like a actually strenuous job, so I'm putting the muscle back on.
Very cool. Did that increase your modifier?
Yeah,
Okay, tight.
13 is a +1. Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds super cool. Um, I guess we'll just go across my screen. Zach, you want to go next?
Yeah. So I took the move multi-class dabbler, which lets me take a move from another class. I think, I think that's as much as I care to elaborate on that at this particular moment. And then I also increased my wisdom to a 13, which put me at a +1.
Oh, nice.
I was at a 0.
Yeah, getting a +1 is always nice.
Mhm.
And that helps out on a lot of basic moves.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I finally get to discern realities.
with some competency. Cool. Folly, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. So the move that I chose isn't like the most exciting one, but I think it's kind of a good base move for what I want to do with my character. I took the move First Aid, which allows me to take the level 1 spell Cure Light Wounds as a rote, which basically means that it doesn't count against my limit of granted spells. So I already have 3 rotes, Light, Sanctifying, Guidance. It basically means I get an it basically means I always have Cure Light Wounds, and it doesn't count against the allotted number of spells I can prepare. So
Ooh.
That sounds amazing.
There's also a lot of other moves here I'm really excited about. And for scores, I chose to improve my charisma by 1 from 8 to 9. So I no longer have a -1. It's just a flat roll. And I think narratively, this is like, you know how if you like don't talk to people for too long, you start to get kind of weird. I think this is like Folly's like actually socializing with people, actually hanging out with people, and it's getting a little less awkward.
I like that. Cool.
Post-pandemic Folly.
And then last but not least, Danni.
Yes, I took the Thing Talker ability. So now, instead of just talking and taking the form of animals, I can do that with things, just things.
Oh,
Whoa.
It says this.
that's so cool.
I know. I'm so excited. I can also I can imitate a rock, which
Do you have flail?
I think it's just things of nature and things that are part of the land that I'm attuned to. So I can probably impersonate dead things more than I can a flail.
I'm very disappointed I can't use you as a weapon.
I'm sorry.
I would like
You
to
don't
put
get to
tags
live
on Danni, please.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be like your anime dream weapon right now. I wish that I could. And then I upped my intelligence so that my modifier is now a +1 because I realized during the first episode that would be useful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds like you guys got some cool moves.
Yeah,
And your
I also
characters-
won.
Oh yeah, no, go for it.
I one brief thing. I think last time I hadn't decided what marsupial Folly was going to be. I have decided. They are a marsupial called a gray four-eyed opossum. They have these like light spots above their eyes that look like eyebrows. They're very funny looking.
Oh.
Great.
Wait, can you say that again?
A gray four-eyed opossum.
They have eyebrows.
They do.
No. I have to see.
I
if
also
it's
think
good.
Folly wears glasses.
Oh, holy.
So cute.
Okay. That's adorable.
Oh, they do have eyebrows.
They look like Groucho Marx.
But like cute.
Because every photo of them is just
Yeah, just so surprised and happy to see you.
I love all the photos where they're just yelling.
Yeah.
yelling.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't mention it last time also, but my marsupial is a quoll, like a Quoll. They're just small and very cute, and they have large eyes.
Wait.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, I didn't know about these animals.
Oh.
They're super cute.
fantastic.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh my goodness, that's adorable.
I like
Yeah,
its
we're just an
spots.
adorable little team here.
I'm not.
Okay,
It's
we're like half adorable, half terrifying.
Yeah, we need a balance, you know?
I am.
Yeah.
Wait. How tall exactly am I? I wrote that somewhere.
5'6".
5'6". I am 5 feet 6 inches of condensed.
Condensed muscle.
Of condensed flail.
Condensed milk. That's where my mind goes. And of course, Betty Barnacles is terrifying. So we're half adorable, half terrifying, which is fine.
Yeah, that's the exact right blend.
Yeah.
No, Benny Barnacles soft. I will make her hard, like me.
Isn't that your guys' bond?
Yep.
Didn't I save you from the boar last time?
Yeah, I think you did.
Softly.
Softly.
Technically, Bleu did it.
Mm.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Dog is hard.
The dog is hard.
The dog is hard.
I love it. Cool. So you guys are feeling super pumped, I imagine. About to go into and clear out these ghouls from this goblin camp or goblin village. I think we wanted to start off with a little montage of you gearing up and cleaning your weapons and making sure everything was ready. I don't know if there's anything specific you guys want to do before I describe you guys approaching the village.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Is there something I could do in order to affix this razor boar pelt that I got to my body in a way that would increase my armor?
That is a good question. So, I'm not super familiar with how armor and leather works, but I don't know if just having the skin and the fur, like I don't know if it needs to be tanned, I don't know if it needs to be dried for it to become like effectively used.
Yes.
Or if it's just kind of like gross kind of razor boar skin that you decided to put over your clean armor.
Wait.
Well, I already have leather armor. So what I am attempting here is basically to add cushioning on top of that. Like the image
leather armor.
The image in my head is like I want it to be like one of those people who just has like a wolf pelt thing that like goes over their head with like the teeth right here.
Yeah.
But it's a pig. So there's like a little snout of my head. And then it just sort of it protects my back.
Oh, it's so good. Okay. How about this? If you are being attacked from behind, you get to add a +1 armor.
I love it.
Cool.
Ooh.
+1 armor from behind.
Situational.
Yeah. I think that seems fair.
So are we in like a basic camp setup?
Right now?
Yeah, is it just like tents, a campfire, benches?
No, I think you guys you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But the way that I was picturing it was you guys finished talking with Grubu after like kind of asking him about the hamlet, and then you guys took some time, maybe walked a little bit away, because I don't think their camp was super close by. So I imagine you guys kind of just stepped aside, maybe sat down, caught your breath, put on your gear, whatever gear you wanted, and got your weapons ready before progressing towards the camp. But if you guys want to do something else, that's totally fine.
I think I light a small fire.
Okay. Cool. I think that's fine.
And spend this gearing up time just kind of meditating into it.
Like staring at it like a freak?
Yes. I think exactly like a freak.
Cool.
What's the word for people that are like in love with fire? There's a word for that, right?
Pyromaniac.
Well, those ones are like, oh, I guess, yeah. No, that makes sense.
No, it's less love. It's more fearful adoration.
Yeah. So like religious love.
Yes. Yeah. No. Yes. I was trying to like simplify religious love. I was trying to not say religious love.
Very good.
Interesting.
What
Do
do
we
you
know what the ghoul mother looks like yet?
No, you guys haven't been able to sight her yet.
Does
But
Grubu know what she looks like?
oh, yeah, you guys could ask Grubu. Or Betty, did you want to ask Grubu?
So, Grubu there, I got a question for you about this ghoul mother. You want to tell me what she looks like then?
Sure, she's a nasty creature. Humanoid, she's got the legs and the arms. But she's big. Bigger than your average, I would say, even bigger than your average human. Um, gray pallid skin, gross looking. She's seems like she's constantly vomiting. There's always like nasty bits dripping from her chin. Um, she's a gross creature.
But she's one of them undead.
Yes, she is undead.
So I guess my question then is, should I be trying to stab her, or should I just be trying to break her body apart? If I stab her, is she just gonna keep scratching at my face there?
Yeah, I would. Group is like, yeah, you're gonna definitely want to cut off the head at some point. We found that the most effective way, when after she decimates our troop, that the only way to kill these ghouls is to either destroy the brain or disconnect it from its body.
Other question there, Grubu. What would happen if, say, hypothetically, someone were to eat ghoul mother flesh?
Uh, goblins get a bad rap for some of the stuff that we eat. We never touch the stuff. Just saying.
Okay,
But
good to
is
know.
it edible?
I couldn't tell you. Honestly, no one. I haven't. No one in my tribe has. We don't bother.
Harvey, I was asking for the dog, but honestly, I'm glad I asked because now you know. Okay?
Looks like someone's gonna have to be the brave soul to try it.
They don't have to. No, that's not a requirement.
We have rations. Yep. We have rations for a reason.
Yeah.
It is undocumented cuisine.
Well,
Harvey, I got this. Harvey, I got this whole vial of razor boar blood there. Okay, you could make a nice blood sausage.
Meat, though?
It's blood. You could make a nice blood sausage with it. And if you don't eat the ghoul mother, I'll give. Oh my god! But this guy.
Grubu goes, no one's gonna stop you, Harvey, but I won't be attending your funeral, man.
Neither will I.
I'm done with I'm done with this interaction. I'm just gonna go back to Bleu. Bleu has like a cool, like one of those spiked dog collars. I'm gonna put it on him and I'm gonna be like, okay, it's very important there, Bleu. Don't be like Harvey. No biting today, just pouncing. And I'm ready to go.
Cool. Harvey, how is your meditation going? Is it good?
Yeah, no, it's going pretty well. Harvey pops up just all hyped, ready to go.
Awesome. Is everyone else ready?
Yeah, I mean, I think what I'm doing during this time is I am communing, which basically allows me to basically it lets me lose any spells already granted to me and grants me new spells, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's what I'm doing looks very similar to what Harvey's doing, but I am sitting there and like just kind of like very, very quietly praying.
Do you have a like a symbol that maybe you're holding, or?
Yeah. So I was thinking it's I think I wear this on like it's like a chain around my neck, but it's like a small carved wooden wheel.
Ooh,
and
okay.
I'm kind of like turning this between my fingers.
Perfect. I like that.
As for Danni, Danny's just smoking out of their halfling pipe and just says like, I don't have to ready for the battlefield. I was born into it.
Grubu.
Is that edgy enough, or should
That's
I,
that.
should
Yeah.
I workshop it?
I think you should. I think you could do more.
Okay.
I really
thank you.
like no
I will.
that was pretty edgy for you, but like you
Thanks.
could on this on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of like objective edginess, that was like a 4.
Like a 4. Okay. Yeah. No, writing this down. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No, I got
Does-
you.
Zach wrote the
Did
rating
Danny
scale
say that in
on
real life?
edginess.
Yeah. If by real life you mean in character, yes, Jacob.
Yeah, so
right?
if you say that in character, I would love to say that Betty just like walks up and like holds out something wrapped in like a little piece of wax paper, and it's just one of those little strawberry candies, and she just pushes it into your hand and then pats you on the head and goes off to like take a nap under a tree somewhere.
Nice. That's how Betty readies for the battlefield.
Cool. That's great. So after you guys rest and get ready for your upcoming battle, you guys mentioned that in the last session that you were going to take kind of a more direct approach. So as you guys are approaching the village head on, it comes into view. And last week, I'm going to present this to you guys so I can show you. Last week, I kind of described it as like a village surrounding a tree, and in the tree is like a wooden platform that kind of circles it, and within the platform is another hut, which is where the ghoul mother is staying. I kind of was thinking that like it looks like the goblin villages in Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
Yeah, so let me just but it's like one of the small ones. It's not like a big one. So let me present this so I can show you right here.
A presentation? Oh my gosh.
So
Wow!
hopefully this doesn't kill you guys and you're streaming.
Oh.
So
okay.
that's kind of what I was thinking. So like there's a tree in the center, and then there's like platforms like around it. And instead of this like one ramp up going up to it, it's like a ramp that kind of like wraps around the tree and up to this platform. These
Like
are
a spiral staircase.
Yeah. Here's like another example where it's like this platform, and then like there might be like a hut, and it's got like
Oh,
these
cool.
kind of goblin decorations, skulls and stuff hanging from the platforms. But then I also drew up kind of like a small map. So this is kind of like a top-down view of what this hamlet looks like as you approach it. You're approaching it from the most direct and head-on approach is from the bottom area down here, and then these are like little huts that are scattered around this kind of main tree section, and then this up here is the cliff that it's backed up to, and these are like the boulders that could have potentially you could have pushed down on there. And then these little squares are like little wooden platforms that the goblins can kind of climb up and use for scouting to keep watch and whatnot.
okay.
So that's what you guys are kind of going into right now. It is, as you approach the village looks surprisingly empty. But as you approach, to kind of set the mood, I think a cloud kind of covers the sky and everything kind of darkens, and there's a cool breeze blowing past you guys. How do you guys want to go in?
My instinct is loud.
I was kind of hoping I could go first because I have Bleu to help me with scouting. I could hopefully clear like a clean path through here.
Yeah.
Like I can go in front, but you can go like first, theoretically.
Yeah. I think our main thing for like marching order was we wanted to keep Folly kind of like flanked by everybody so that they can be protect the healer. But I Blue's been getting better at scouting. So is there a way that I can go kind of like a little bit ahead of everybody to kind of like, sneak to the first like hiding spot and then like scout it out and then wave everybody over?
Yeah, I like that. I think that's gonna trigger a move. Go ahead and roll for discern realities.
Discern reality. Okay.
Yeah. And then you can, I think you're using command too, so you can add Blue's, whatever stat that applies for.
I get to add Blue's cunning. So that's 9.
9. Dope. Cool. So you get to ask one question from the list on discern realities. Do you have that list?
Yeah, I got it up. I think particularly as it regards to like ghouls who might be like hiding from us, I want to ask what here is not what it appears to be.
Okay. That's always a good question. So you know how I was saying that the village like appears empty? As you get closer, you can tell it's definitely not empty. There you can see movement out of the corner of your eye. You see like you hear the scrambling sounds of someone like shuffling behind a hut. You hear kind of bone crunching sounds inside of the huts. You hear kind of whimpers and moans off in the distance. And so this village is definitely overrun by the ghouls. And I think you even catch some movement up in the tree hut that the ghoul mother is staying in. You don't get a glimpse of her per se, but you definitely see that there's some activity up there. So
Where
yeah.
where are they moving, or what way are they moving in that like we can't obviously like spot them?
There, some of them are inside of the huts.
Okay.
So you're seeing like maybe some movement within the huts. I imagine that maybe the huts are made of like maybe not tightly spaced wood or like reed, so you can kind of see shadows inside. And some are like it looks like they're kind of hiding from you in a way, like almost like they sensed your presence and they're purposefully keeping their presence low right now. If that makes sense.
Okay. So I've got one hand on Blue's collar and I'm gonna wave everybody over.
Okay, I guess I'll go in front on the way over.
We all like head over there.
Cool. So you guys all gather up. Betty, I imagine you kind of relay this information as they get close to you.
Yeah.
And as you guys get close to the hamlet, you hear a screech coming from the tree and from the tree hut, and 2 ghouls pop out, one from the closest hut and one from like around another, and they start to charge at you. Who's in the lead? Sorry.
Is it now me?
Yeah.
Harvey?
Yeah, and I have a question about mechanics. So it says take plus forward when you act on the answers for discern realities. So if they come over here and before they run out of the huts, I tell everybody like, hey there, so I think what's going on is I think maybe they're light sensitive or something like that, but they're hiding from us. I think these huts are full of them. So that would that give Harvey like a +1
Oh.
towards attacking these guys as they run out of the huts because we knew they were in the huts.
No. I think it only gives you, Betty, a +1.
Oh, only me? Okay.
Yeah. So, however, the next time that you attack or whatever action that you do next, you'll get to take a +1. Because,
Okay.
yeah, depending on what you do, obviously. I guess if you do something completely different, you might not take a +1. But anything related to the ghouls, you can take a +1.
Well, regardless,
Yes.
fully being ready for the ghouls, Harvey. I'm not sure Harvey is gonna straight attack the ones that run out. I
Okay.
think he is gonna let his flail drop and just kind of start like the flail equivalent of suppression fire.
Could you describe that, please?
So he just kind of like waves it back and forth in front to keep them from approaching. It isn't necessarily gonna hurt them, but like
Okay, so you're basically trying to
give everyone a second to collect themselves.
dope. You know
figure
what?
out what they want to do.
I love it, Harvey. Roll me a defend.
A defend.
Yeah.
Cool. What's the?
That's plus con.
That was a 9.
Dope. You get to take a hold of one, and then, so long as you stand in defense of the thing that you described, which is kind of your group, you get to choose one of the 4 options in the defend list there. So
Sick.
yeah, so maybe you can use that to aid someone as they're getting attacked. I think would be the best way to handle that. And then you said, okay, so I'm just trying to picture your guys' formation real quick. Harvey kind of in the front, Folly kind of in the center behind you guys, and then not Folly, Danni, and then Folly and Betty on kind of either side of Danni. Is that about right? Kind of like a triangle.
Folly's in the middle because we want to protect the healer.
Oh, Folly's in
And
the middle.
then
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. And I think Danni was towards the back because they're
yes.
they're perceptive. And then I was also towards the front, but only just because I scouted ahead.
Okay, perfect. Then, so I think one ghoul is kind of was gonna go after Harvey, and then as soon as Harvey started doing his crowd control movements, it slowed down and is like kind of facing off with Harvey. And I think the other one is gonna try and run around a little bit and go for you, Betty. What do you do as this ghoul is approaching you?
This ghoul's coming at me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like call for Bleu and go, Bleu, knock him down. And then Bleu is just gonna and like try to pounce on this thing so I can get at its head with my short sword.
Cool. Let's see. That sounds like a hack and slash to me. So go ahead and roll that.
And I take my +1 from the discern realities.
Yes.
Okay.
You were well prepared for this attack.
Ooh, good thing too. So that's a 5 on the dice.
Ooh.
But I get to add 3, so that makes it an 8.
Oh, nice. Okay, great. That's solid. So you are going to deal your damage, but the enemy then has an opportunity to attack you. So it kind of engages you. Yeah, so Betty's about to be attacked. Did you want to do anything, Harvey? Or did you want to just let Betty handle that ghoul?
I think I'm gonna spend my hold to open up the attacker to an ally, giving that ally a +1 forward against the attacker.
Cool. Who do you want to give that +1 forward to?
Oh, Betty.
Okay, you're gonna give it to Betty. Okay, cool.
That would just bring me to a 9. which is still a mixed success.
Oh, right, because it's just like you're gonna take that regardless, aren't you?
Yeah, that was kind of
Yeah.
the result of the roll.
If I was at a 9, it would put me to a full success.
What's your armor?
It has to be a 10 for full success.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If I was at 9,
Oh,
Yeah.
+1 would put me at full success, but I'm at an 8.
I see.
My armor is at a 1 or
Yeah,
a 2 if it's
cool.
from behind.
I'm gonna go ahead and redirect that attack.
Okay.
Cool. And then you'll take the damage.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that damage.
Okay, awesome. Cool. That's awesome. So the way I see it, Harvey is fending off the first ghoul. A second ghoul kind of runs in quick, tries to engage Betty. Betty and Bleu work together. You said you're attacking with your short sword?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to behead it.
Ooh, okay. What was your damage?
I rolled an 8.
Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, gross. Okay. It's not enough to kill it. So, I think you do that thing, or not that thing. You slash it in its throat, trying to behead it, but it doesn't get, your sword misses its spinal cord, right? And so it just like opens its throat and a bunch of blood just starts gushing out of it. But it's still like moving around. And then also it tries to attack you, but Harvey comes in and kind of distracts it and gets in its way as he's moving around, and the ghoul is able to get in a swipe at him with its long nails, and it does 4 damage to you, Harvey, unless you have armor. Subtract your armor.
It does a single point of damage to me.
Holy moly! Okay, cool, perfect. That's amazing.
Must have been a single naked arm that it attacked.
No, really. My one weakness.
That's awesome.
Your Achilles arm.
Cool.
Harvey's one weakness is anime fashion.
No, you keep the
absolutely.
arm free because that's your flail arm, and you like people to like see it coming.
No, because flexibility.
Oh yeah, that makes slightly more sense. I just thought for fashion.
No, it's so he can freely move the flail about.
He needs that full range of motion.
The flail about.
So he can.
So good every time. Cool. Folly, you see your two of your comrades engaging these ghouls. You see one get. You see Betty land a blow on one ghoul, and you see that ghoul attack Harvey. Do you want to do anything?
Yeah. I think during this interaction, I'm kind of like clutching the symbol of my god, this carved wooden wheel, and I want to cast a spell. I want to cast Bless, which, if successful, my deity smiles upon a combatant of my choice. They take +1 ongoing so long as battle continues, and they stand and fight. And then when the spell is ongoing, I take -1 to cast a different spell.
Cool.
So I'm gonna go ahead.
Who are you casting that on?
I am gonna cast it on Harvey.
Ooh, nice.
Oh hell yeah!
Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a 6.
Oh no. Cool. So you failed your roll, Folly. So I think what's going to happen is, let's see what happens. I think
They bless the ghoul.
they bless the ghoul. No, that might be too. Well, I mean, that might do the opposite effect for an undead if we're doing a blessing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, my god
like
is
burn his
a god
skin.
of death.
I know he probably hates undead, right? Just
Yeah.
out of his reach.
They're humans.
Let's see. I think what I'm gonna have happen. I think we'll just keep it simple for right now. Oh, is on that list for your 7 to 9 is one of the options to forget the spell?
Yep. Spell is revoked by my deity, and I cannot cast it again until I commune.
Yep. That's the one I'm gonna go with.
Cool.
I think maybe you got a little surprised and you weren't able to maintain the concentration you needed or that connection with your god, and it kind of just
Mhm.
you just lost that spell.
Mhm.
Are you telling me that Folly's god was really just like, no, you did badly, and then like took it away?
It was more Folly couldn't maintain that spiritual connection you need to like
Mm.
really invoke that power of your god. You
Mm.
know, the ghoul was really freaky. The blood was spurting out of his jugular. It was something that Folly is not normally used to.
Right.
What if it's like what I imagine a part of it would be like the thing that you brought up earlier, Eliot, which is that like there's got to be some kind of religious quandary about how a god of death feels about the undead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're fighting them,
exactly.
you might be confused a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Does my god like these guys, or do they not? Does he not?
Mm.
He either loves them or hates them. There's no in between.
Yeah, because maybe they derive their power from the god of death, and they're
Who
like his
knows?
servants.
I know. We'll have to find out, won't we?
Yeah.
Cool. So, Folly, you try casting the spell, but you get interrupted and you lose. You forget how to cast a spell. You lose that spiritual connection for that spell until the next time you rest up. Danni, um, your comrades are fighting these two ghouls. You see two more popping out in the distance from some huts. What do you do?
Fantastic. Do I have enough movement to get to those huts that they just popped out from?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Movement is pretty ubiquitous in Dungeon World, so I think it's close enough for you to get there. What are you trying to do when you get there?
I want to attack them with my shillelagh, but also since you gave me this beautiful shillelagh that lights up when I say light, can we say for flavor that it just lights up when I say the color I want it to be?
Oh, that's even better. Yes, I love it.
Cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna like sprint at them and just be like, "Purple power!" And then it's gonna turn purple.
Oh no.
I
Yeah,
love
you're
it.
gonna regret making me this.
That's so cool. Okay, go ahead and give me a hack and slash.
Okay, sweet. That's a 9.
Awesome. So you are going to deal your damage, and then the enemy or the ghoul is also going to attack you. So you guys are going to trade blows. You're going to engage with this ghoul. You're going to get some good hits in, deal your damage, and it's going to kind of do some hits against you.
Okay. Fair enough. I did 2 damage.
Oh, hell yeah. Cool. That is something. Cool.
That is 2 points of damage.
That is 2 points of damage.
Indeed.
That is better than nothing. It unfortunately, well, let's see. What does it do? Yep, it does 5 points of damage to you, but subtract your armor if you have any.
Okay. Yeah, minus my armor, it's 3 points of damage.
Okay,
So,
great.
not
So
too bad.
yeah, so it tries grabbing at you with its claws. It gets in maybe a couple of scratches on your more exposed parts, but you get in a good whack on it, and it's trying to shake off its hit. Harvey, there's a full battle going on. One comrade ran ahead of you. You got two ghouls engaged kind of nearby. What do you do?
So okay, now so in like my last narrative move, I moved over to protect Betty, right?
Yeah, essentially, you kind of started off this fight defending your comrades, you were able to slow down the ghoul, and you were also able to redirect the hit from the one ghoul attacking Betty.
So I'm kind of over by Betty and that ghoul, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I think I would like to reach out to this nearly headless ghoul. And I would like to grab its nearly severed head, and I think I just want to pull.
Oh,
Bleu has
gruesome.
just pounced. Blue's just pounced on this thing before, like when we were fighting it before. So Blue's probably pulling it from the ankle from the opposite side.
Oh
And
man.
while you guys are you guys are ripping it in half, I'm like, Bleu, no, Bleu, don't eat it.
Actually, I look at Betty and I'm like, Betty, how acrobatic are you?
What are you doing?
I mean, I'm not as surprised I once was there, but you know.
I need you to drop kick this torso.
See, I knew it was gonna be gross.
Okay.
There's a
So
voice
I
you use
will
when you're
make
about to do
sure
something.
I'll make sure the description is not too bad. Maybe we'll cut off screen for the bulk of it. But it sounds like Zach, you need to roll a hack and slash. But I'm gonna give you. Oh man, is Betty or is Bleu pulling on the ghoul? Right. Bleu is.
Well, with that advice, I think is this thing like a zombie? Is it wearing like boots or anything?
No, it's not. It's this naked creature.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna shove Bleu out of the way because I don't want Bleu getting sick, and I'm gonna be like, Bleu, get out of there, then. And I'm just gonna I'm like, I don't want you getting sick there, and I'm just gonna grab the ghoul by the legs and just the opposite way.
Tight. Perfect. Zach, you're gonna roll a hack and slash. Sorry, Harvey, you're gonna roll a hack and slash. Betty, you're going to roll an 8.
A what?
An
8 or interfere?
8 or interfere. Yeah, I should just say the whole thing.
11.
Dope.
I got 10.
Oh my god. Oh, I mean, without going into too gory detail, please tell me the result of your beheading.
I don't think I'm capable of not going into too gory detail.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I will allot you 1 use of the word viscera and 3 uses of body part words.
Excellent. So, as Betty pulls up the ankles and Harvey just kind of wenches the neck, or what's left of it, just kind of in like a chokehold, and just starts pulling one way, and you see the tendons just start to slowly tear, like rubber just getting pulled apart.
No.
And after, I don't know, probably like 20 grueling seconds of Betty and Harvey just grunting and tearing, eventually we all get splattered with viscera.
There it is.
And then, you ever seen somebody playing tug of war and the other team lets go of the rope?
Uh-huh.
I think Betty just lands on her ass and the ghoul falls on her. Throws it off.
Gross. Thanks,
Harvey
you guys.
just
I hate it.
holds up the head with like the muscle fibers just kind of leaking down.
I would like to remind everyone that Danni is far enough away that they don't get splattered with viscera. It's very important to me that you know that.
Yes, absolutely. You are out of the splash zone. Gross. Folly.
Folly is within the splash zone.
Yeah, Folly. Well,
Poor Folly.
maybe a couple droplets, but nothing too gross.
Not as bad as Betty.
Not as bad as Betty. Yeah, Betty got the worst of it. Well, I mean, Harvey did too. It was
You
gross.
mean the best?
Oh, the best of it. Yeah, however you want to look at it. If you're, Folly, you see your comrades behead the ghoul. This other ghoul that Harvey was fending off has set its sights on you and is running at you on it's like this humanoid creature, but it's definitely running at you on all fours.
May I preemptively say I would like to aid?
We'll see what Folly is gonna do.
Yeah. So what I wanted to try to do was use one of my kind of core playbook moves, Turn Undead, which when I hold my holy symbol aloft and call on my deity for protection, if successful, if I get a 7+, no undead may come within reach of me. And on a 10+, I daze intelligent undead and cause mindless undead to flee.
Whoa.
Could you say that last sentence again?
Yes. On a 10+, you also momentarily daze intelligent undead and cause mindless undead to flee. And so
cool.
I will say aggression breaks the effects and they are able to act as normal. I'm not sure if that's aggression of anyone or if it's just if I attack someone.
Cool. It's probably if anyone starts attacking it, it'll do something. Cool. But you're gonna cast Turn Undead?
I'll try. It's not technically a spell. It's just a starting move.
For sure. Does it require a roll, or do you just do it?
Yes. Yes, it does. It does require a roll. So.
Perfect. Then go ahead and make that roll.
Got it.
Okay. Oh God. This.
Question. May I still aid?
Oh my God.
In the narrative that I distract the zombie the ghoul long enough to buy them a little bit of extra time for concentration.
Well, I rolled two 6s. And
yes! Oh man, okay. Perfect. That's awesome.
Wait, you guys. Okay, Folly, please. This is all I want from you. As the move takes hold, just say, I am your mother now.
Okay. I think the thing is I can't because like the spell is saying that I'm like praying while I'm doing this.
Oh, so you're like connecting to your god, and the dude is just like, nah, I can't be around that.
but Danni can say that. Danni can just ignore Folly doing that.
That's super cool. Cool. So there is no need for Harvey to aid. Harvey is completely occupied beheading that other ghoul. Folly, you cast your Turn Undead spell upon this ghoul who is charging you. It puts on its brakes. I don't know if you've ever seen like a dog who was sprinting and then decided it wanted to stop, but it did exactly that. It like put its hands out. It's like skidding across the grass, and it sprints off out of the village. It is out of here. It hates whatever it was that you were putting out there. And it is running away from you for sure.
It left the whole village.
Yeah, it's gone. It did not like it.
I love it.
Let's see. Danni, you are engaged with one ghoul. A second ghoul is coming at you.
Wait, I thought there was only 2 ghouls.
So there were 2 ghouls that you engaged. Danni saw 2 more emerge further into the village, and they ran forward. And so now Danni engaged one of them. The second one's finally getting into the fray. What are you doing, Danni?
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna shout back to the rest of the team, like, don't worry, guys, I got it. And then I'm gonna say, Shillelagh, pink.